Roger Dodger, this is MC Codger here, and we are going to build us a railroad. I'm going to use some rail cars for some automated farming, but first we got to kind of get used to building the railroad, so there's some things we're going to need here. So I'm going to have to make some, we're going to make some rails, we're going to make a power rail, we're going to make a sensor rail or a detector rail, and we're going to make us a hopper. And in order to make our detector rail, we're going to need to have some stone. Up until now, we've pretty much been just using cobblestone, but we're going to need a stone pressure plate for that detector rail. And in order to make that, we're going to have some stone. So we're going to put cobblestone in our furnace and let it start cooking, and it's going to make stone. And then we'll use that stone for our pressure plate. So we're going to let that cook a little bit there. And then we're going to slip over here, and we're going to make us some rail. Now we picked up some rail. Remember we raised some rail from that abandoned mine, and that's a great thing. And I don't remember what I did with it, but here we're going to make us some rail. Rail's pretty expensive because it uses a lot of iron ingots. It uses iron ingots up both sides and then a stick in the middle, and that gives you 16 rail. And I think probably 32 of those will be enough for what we're going to do just now. We'll get more later on. Okay, now the other thing we're going to need to make is a power rail. Power rail's even more expensive. Remember, we got quite a bit of gold down there in our mine, fortunately, because power rails use gold, and that's pretty expensive. But it also uses, besides the stick in the middle and the gold on either side, it uses a bit of redstone right there to give us a powered rail. So we'll get 6 powered rails. Oh, let's get a dozen of those powered rails. And then, now, let's try and make our detector rail. So we're going to slip over here to our furnace and get our stone. And I don't want to make any more stone, waste my charcoal on stone when I don't need it. So we've got 10 stone. That's enough for a few pressure plates. And you take your stone and you run it just like you would wood planks, and that makes a stone pressure plate as opposed to just a regular wooden pressure plate. So we'll make a few of those. Okay, and the stone pressure plates you use, let's see, how does that go? I'm trying to remember. I think your stone pressure plate goes in the middle, and then you got your iron ingots on either side. Okay, and then you got your redstone right down here, and that should give us a detector rail. Sure enough, detector rails are really cool, and we're going to use those as part of our automated farm here. Probably in the next episode. And then one other thing I have to make, and the other thing I have to make is a hopper. But in order to make a hopper, I'm going to need a chest. So let me make a bit more wood plank. Use my wood plank to make a chest. Okay, get my chest out of here. Now, chest is going to go in the middle, and for your hopper you're going to have iron ingots kind of forming a Y shape there, and that's a hopper. Hopper's kind of like a movable chest that picks up things, picks up drops, which is really going to come in handy. So there's our hopper, there's our rail. We've got our rail, we've got our powered rail, we've got some redstone torches. Easy way to make a redstone torch, I don't know if I told you that before, is just take your stick and take redstone, and there you got a redstone torch. And they're handy as a power source for redstone devices, and we'll use those later on as well. So let's take this stuff out and build us a little. Oh, one more thing. Almost forgot, I'm gonna need a minecart. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's take our iron and make a U shape, and there is our minecart. Okay, gonna need a minecart. Okay, now we've got everything we need to build us a little railroad out here. So, gonna get some rail. I've got, I'm just gonna make a little straight run. Hey there, Mr. Cow, get out of my way. Okay, let's lay down some rail, shall we? We'll choose number 2, and we'll just right click, and that will lay down the rail. It automatically connects to the ones next to it. What I'm going to do, let's see, out here, just for fun, is I'm going to put a detector rail. Where is our detector rail? Where did it go? There it is. There's our detector rail. Okay, I'm going to put my detector rail out here, and I'm going to put a little bit of redstone in there because detector rail will fire a redstone device. I'm going to put one connecting redstone there, and I'm going to put a piston just so that we can see the piston go. Oh, not that way, silly. Okay, let's do this. Okay, there. We'll watch the piston go up once we hit that redstone rail. And let's put a little bit more rail here. Actually, select what I need to select here. Okay, now I'm going to put some powered rail, or also called golden rail, for good reason, because it's gold. And I'm going to finish up with just a little bit of rail. Right here. Okay. And, because this is going to be a roller coaster ride, which is going to end us up in the drink. You land in water, you don't get hurt. So, right here, to power this rail, we're going to set a redstone torch. Boom. Now, our rail is powered. And now I'm going to need a little bit more powered rail. Let me set 1 or 2 little powered rails here. Redstone torch to power it. Okay. And then once we, so what's going to happen is we'll set our minecart on this rail, we'll get in it, and then we'll kind of push it forward, and then that powered rail is going to give us a better push. Then we're going to hit that detector rail. It should make the piston go up, and then that's the only thing I'm not demonstrating here is the hopper, and we'll do that next time, because I think I want to be in the minecart rather than have the hopper in a minecart, which you can do, but let's see, let's set our minecart right here. Boom. And if you right click your minecart, you get in it. And then if you push W, just like you're walking, that kind of gets you moving. And oh my, look, there went the piston, and wow, we're in the water. Oh, wasn't that fun? Now, how do I get out of the minecart while I'm in the water? Boy, I'm glad it wasn't deep. I'd be drowning. Is I left shift, and then I get out of my minecart. And come on now. So we got us a minecart here. It's getting closer to dark. I just wanted to show you how we put those things together. And then next episode, I'm going to show you how we use those same elements in our automated farming. So now you know how to make what we need, and we're going to put those pieces all together for something more than just a ride into the drink next time for some automated farming. So until then, MC Codger saying glad to see you back. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time.